Hey everyone, so I just wanted to come and say this really quick. I hope the lighting's okay. I just wanted to come and say this really quickly before the video starts. I talk about a Etsy shop a lot in this video, and so a few weeks ago I actually set up an Etsy shop for the first time and we sold out in under 4 hours. Thank you guys so much for making that happen. I can't believe that people actually want to buy the stuff I made. I never thought this was gonna be possible, but you guys made it happen, so I wanted to do it again. So I have a pre-sale currently going on, so you're not going to get your items immediately. They're going to be stocked later, but I just thought I'd give you guys more time, and there's definitely going to be way more stock this time so you guys can see different things. I will have more stock up later when I actually stock the store. I'm only doing pre-sales for the Apple keychains that I make in this video because I already have pictures of those and you guys know what those look like. But I'm also going to be doing other fruits like bananas and maybe other things that I think of, so I just want to let you guys know. And yeah, so if you guys want a keychain, you couldn't get one the last time I started selling them, you can get them this time before they sell out. So make sure you go check that out. I will link in the description for you guys, and make sure you go look at it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do I just realized I totally forgot to do something. Okay everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Like I said, today I wanted to hang out and chill with you guys for a bit. Also, finish a project that I've been working on. I've been making these little apple keychain, guys. I just finished glazing these, but basically they look like little apples, and then they look like little apples, and then they have my name and signature on the back. So I have a couple of these that I'm going to be finishing up with you guys and adding the hardware to them. So I have my handy pliers, and I also have these little keychains that I got to finish these off, and they look like stars, which are so cute and exciting. So that's what we're gonna be doing today because I wanted to come hang out with you guys. I figured I wanted to do a Q&A because it's been a while since I've answered some like personal questions about myself, so I'm just going to be doing these while hanging out with you guys. And also these will be for sale on my Etsy shop. I'm not sure if these will be sold out by the time I upload this video, but if they do really well, then maybe I'll make more. We're just gonna have to see because I'm a busy college student, so I can't always do everything I want to do. Yes! Oh my god, here's the first one! Okay, I just wanted to finish one to show you guys what they look like. Oh my god, they're so cute. And this opens so you can like put it on your... I love him! Okay, so that's something I'm gonna be going through and doing, and I'm really excited about that because they look like they're gonna turn out really, really good. I love the way... I'm sorry I'm doing like the beauty guru thing, but it's like they won't really stay facing forwards unless I do this. But I love them. Okay, let's go through and do the rest of them. Sidetrack, let's go and read these questions. So normally what I do with Q&As is I will pre-read questions and then pick the ones I want to answer, but I didn't do that this time. Instead, this time I decided for whatever reason to just not read through them. I think mostly just because I didn't end up having time. This is gonna be the first time I'm seeing some of these questions, which is always interesting, but let's just go through and do that. Your opinion on tracing. So this is like an art question, I guess. I asked for personal questions, but I'll also answer some art questions because they're all the same to me. What do I think about tracing? I think it's okay depending on what you're doing, but if you're going to pass something off as something that you drew and you traced it, that's very wrong and you shouldn't do that. I don't think tracing is bad for learning new things. Pretty sure I traced a lot of things when I was really young, but I still think that you probably are able to learn more if you don't trace and just draw the thing out. I can think of many instances where tracing wouldn't be terrible, but I personally have not traced since I was like 5, but you know, this one's green. I understand why some people might, and I think for certain disciplines you probably do need a trace, but for illustration at least, usually tracing is frowned upon, I'm pretty sure. Which classes, studios, and liberals do you have to take as an illustration major? So the classes you have to take, I'm not even really sure. I should really know this, but I don't. However, I currently have taken History of Illustration, which I know is a mandatory class. I've also taken 3 studio classes, and those are concepts, painting, and it's kind of like foundation year, which I've heard a lot from a lot of people is that it's quite similar to foundation year. I would agree with that. Oh, this one's a little tight. Oh, just kidding, it's okay. I would agree with that it is pretty similar to foundation year, but I would say it's also like 5 million times better. Like, I've had a really good time this semester, thoroughly enjoying like all of my classes, and I've been having a lot more fun this year than I did last year, which, you know, is good. There are some classes you have to take, but at least for sophomore year, the first year in your major, that's what I've been taking. Will you be my friend? I will be anyone's friend. If you guys ever see me, I've had a couple of you come and say hi to me when you see me in public. I'm almost always down to say hi. If I seem really quiet, it's just because I'm tired. It's not because I don't like you. But I always love meeting you guys and, you know, getting to know you. So I will be all of your friends. If you come say hi to me, I would love to get to know you. So yes. But if I'm running, I'm probably in a hurry. So if I don't stop, I'm really sorry. Where do you study? Oh gosh. Where do you study at RISD? So I assume this is like, where do I study as in like do my homework? I'm mostly in my room. That's probably why if you do go to RISD, you never quite see me around. I like staying in my room a lot, so that's usually where I am, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna show these every time I finish one because I'm never tired of it. I'm always amazed. But yeah, so I'm always in my room, very rarely anywhere else unless I have to do like studies or something, drawing studies or drawing from life. That I will obviously leave my room for, but typically if I need somewhere quiet to go, I'm in my room. How old are you? So I got like a couple questions as to how old am I. I am 19 currently. I'm turning 20 this May. Still a baby. Oh my god. I keep like dropping them kind of because like my hands are not very strong. Hello. Sorry, but where are you from? I'm new. Okay, so for everyone who's new, I am 19, a sophomore in college at RISD, also known as Rhode Island School of Design. What else is there to know about me? And I'm from Atlanta, for those of you asking. That's East Coast still, so it's not that bad. I think that's pretty much it. Always fun. Always miss home. What song are you bopping to right now? So I'm usually not that into music. Not saying I don't like music, but just like I listen to music a lot, but I don't really vibe like hella hard with anything. Is this one not gonna fit? That one might not fit. Yeah, some of these I have to rework before I can get them good enough to necessarily work with what I'm trying to get them to do. Making these is like has like a learning curve, so there's some stuff I still need to learn how to do. Oh, I was talking about songs, sorry. As for songs that I'm currently listening to, I'm listening to kind of more relaxed music right now, I think. I'll insert the songs that I'm listening to because I don't know them by name. I'm really bad at remembering songs that I like by name just because I don't know. I just listen to them, but I don't necessarily take note of the name or the artist. But these are the songs I like as of like right now, but they change. Like the songs I like usually change pretty fast and pretty randomly. So sometimes I don't even have a song that I like currently, but those are the ones right now. So yeah, I'm dropping everything. What's your favorite TV show? I don't think I have a favorite TV show as of right now. I'm not really watching anything on TV right now. I'm kind of watching YouTube. I did just finish You on Netflix, and that was a really good show. I really like that. Netflix original, I guess you would call it. I watched the entire season in one day because I will just sit at my desk and do homework for the entire day, which means I will finish watching an entire show in one day. Kind of terrifying, I know, but that's my life, haha. But as for favorite, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, it's just the most recent one that I've watched. I love that these are star-shaped. I just think they're so cute like that. How do you manage your time with school, homework, and hang out with friends? Homework usually comes first. I lump that together with school because it's not like I can like not go to school but still have homework, you know, like those are still both school activities. But I've been focusing on sleep a lot this semester because I did not get enough sleep last year, which was really bad for me. I was getting way too tired and I don't think I could do that again, and I don't want to do that again, so I'm not going to try to do that again. I don't know why every time I hold these up to you, they're faced the other direction. Like every time I hold them up, I'm like, look, and it's like the back of them. That's what I would say about that. I usually try to finish homework first. As for hanging out with friends, I think I hang out with my friends a good amount, but I definitely hang out with them more this winter session than I did during the semester, but we were all busy. I'm not like the only one of my friends who is super busy with schoolwork. It's usually just we're all equally busy. So I never like am left out necessarily, but even if I was, that's okay because sometimes I do like hang back just to get homework done or something, which I think is necessary. I think if you're like content with the balance in your life, then it's okay. Like I'm not necessarily concerned about any of those things, but also maybe my time management is just pretty good and I like being efficient, so I think it might just be a combination of all those things. How long is your middle finger? I mean, you want me to like measure it for you? Like I can. It's exactly 3 inches. I don't know if that means something, but yeah, it's 3 inches. I hope that doesn't mean anything bad, because I don't know. Someone asked, so I answered. Baby pics. Oh, I have some cute baby pics, not gonna lie. Or maybe it's more of when I'm a toddler. I will insert the ones that I can find. I think I was a pretty cute little baby. Someone asked me, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I've been a little off lately. I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. I think it's just like the weather being cold kind of makes me sad, and I've just been sleepy. But I'm trying to get my life back on track, going back to the gym, doing all that stuff. I did take a break from social media, which I think I talk about in one of my vlogs. I'm not sure if that'll be up before or after I post this video. I don't think anyone noticed that I was gone, because I wasn't even gone for that long, to be honest. But I just decided I didn't want to post anything or really be anywhere. It's okay to take a step. Okay, some of these are just not working with me and it's very irritating. But it's okay to take a step back from things if you feel like you need it, and just reevaluate and, you know, take some time for yourself. So that's what I did. My hands are cold on my face. Oh my god. What's your favorite eyeshadow palette? You always do it so pretty. Thank you. Conveniently for you, my eyeshadows are all back here. I think my favorite one has to be this one, which is just the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I've had this for a long time and it looks like this. I think it's just my favorite because it's my first one. It's also the most like convenient one. I just use this one a lot, but I have a lot of other palettes, as you can see in my drawer. I just don't always talk about them. I don't know. I don't think I made a makeup tutorial in a little bit, but yeah, I do use that palette like a lot. So if you guys are looking for a good first palette, that would probably be the palette I would personally recommend. Any nutrition or fitness advice? What does your routine look like? My routine looks like going to the gym as much as I can, which usually ends up being like 3-4 times a week. I used to go every day, but I can't anymore just because of like my school schedule, because my classes for winter session currently are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, so I can't really go to the gym during those times. But after that whole thing, like Monday through Wednesday, then I will go to the gym. As for nutrition advice, I used to be paleo. I don't know if you guys really remember that, but last year I told you guys that I was on the paleo diet, which I had been on since I was like 13. Like, I've been doing it for a long time. This summer, usually when I go on vacation, I will stop being concerned about what I'm eating just so I can, like, you know, have a good time. And after this summer, I just decided I'm not going to do it anymore because I didn't want to, which is a pretty valid reason to not do something anymore. So I stopped doing that. So I no longer am paleo, but I do still try to be conscious and eat healthy, obviously, because that is important. I just don't focus so extremely on it. And honestly, I think I'm feeling better than I did before. Like, I think the first few years I was paleo, I was feeling really good about it. I'd say actually it was fine up until the last 6 months that I did it. I just wasn't feeling good about it anymore, and it felt more like a hassle than an actual thing I wanted to do for my health. So I stopped being on that diet, and now I just eat normally, I don't know. I eat like 5 small meals a day, and I snack a lot. So I'm like constantly eating, but I never really eat a lot at once just because my body doesn't really like doing that. But as for fitness advice, I don't really have any. I go to the gym a lot. I like going to the gym, but I would advise you to not do things that you don't like to do. Like last year, I ran every single day on the treadmill because I thought I liked running. And I do like running, but I don't like consistently running. And so I thought that if I kept running on the treadmill, that first of all, I'd see results. And second of all, that I would end up liking it. And I never ended up liking it. And I didn't really see enough results that I think was worth the amount that I was being not sad, but just like not enjoying what I'm doing. I never ended up liking running after a whole year and a half of trying to convince myself that I do like running. Never ended up liking it. I never ended up getting that much results from it, and I never ended up continuing to do it. So once I realized that, I stopped running, and now I don't do that anymore, and it's great because, you know, I'm not doing something I don't like to do. So I think the biggest fitness tip is just to find what you like doing and do it. Like, I like Pilates and I like weightlifting and I like squatting. So that's what I do at the gym now. I don't run anymore. I try to do cardio, but I don't do running as my main form of cardio or for exercise. I used to like mainly rely on that for my exercise, like running. If I feel like I want to run, then I'll go running, but I usually don't. So my main advice would be, if you want to work out or like exercise, find the thing you like and do it. Like, I also like dancing, so I'll go dancing. I'll go to like dance classes or something like that. But if you like, I don't know, anything. Oh, my hair extension is showing. Haha, haha, there it is. If you like working out or doing anything else, just like find what you like doing. Honestly, I think that's my biggest advice. Just find what you like doing and do it. Don't try to force yourself to do something you don't like to do, because you're just gonna have a bad time, and there's a good chance you probably will never end up liking doing it. Like, I never liked running, and like, that's okay, you know. I've rambled on for a long time about that, but I really care about fitness and health, okay? So I think that's why I have so much to say about it. I'd also say, just for motivational purposes, if you've always wanted to work out or do something or change anything about yourself that you don't like that you can change, start today, because your future self will thank you for it. And yeah, I just say that's pretty much my main advice for that. Why is this not going in? This is irritating. Ever fell out of love with art? I have recently an IDK if it's a temporary thing. Yes, I have, and I feel like it happens once every 2 years at least, if not multiple times a year. I wouldn't say falling out of love with art necessarily though. I would say like falling out of love with art it definitely happens to me, but I wouldn't say it happens as frequently as losing interest in art. But regardless, both of those things happen to me quite often, and it sucks. But I think every time I go like 6 months without doing art, or like at most, I'll want to do something again. So usually when I do, I don't force myself to do anything, but I don't give up on it. I just like myself take a break, and then once that break is over and I start wanting to do things again, I will, because I always find myself going back to it anyway. So I don't want to like act rash and be like, no, I don't want to do this anymore, because I know I want to do it, just maybe not in that moment, and that's okay. Wow, a lot of these ended up not working. That's kind of irritating. I have 5 that didn't end up working because they don't like me, but I might try to fix them in a bit. What's your favorite class that you've taken? My favorite class I've taken, I have 2 favorites. The first one was a winter session class that I took last year, which was the comic class, if you guys remember that. I'll try to link some videos for you guys. But I made some videos on that, and I also vlogged during it, and it was a pretty good class, and I actually really did enjoy it, and I learned a lot from that class. Even though I'm not going to be a comic book artist or anything of the sort, I still think, what do I need? I need my all thing. This is what I need. Thank you. Sorry, I was just thinking of solutions because some of these things are just not working with me. Go into my eye or something. Like, I'm kind of scared. But that comic class is definitely one of my favorite classes I've taken. I learned a lot from that class, and I still use a lot of the information that I learned. It was called the Grammar of Comics, I believe. So if you're going to RISD and you're looking for that winter session class, that's the one I took last year, and this is not working. That's the one I took last year, and I really enjoyed it. The other class I really liked was my concepts class this year, which was a mandatory class that we had to take. So I really liked that class. I'm pretty sure I mainly liked that class because of the professor. Shout out to my professor. I don't know if I should say his name. I mean, he was a really good professor. So shout out to Caliph Brown. I love him. Illustration studies, concepts class, I love that class. But yeah, those are my two favorite classes that I've taken. Someone asked, are you studying illustration? Yes, I am studying illustration. That is my major. What did you do to get better at art? I get this question a lot as to like people asking me like how to get better at art. What did I do to get better at art? How can you get better at art? I think the main thing is just to practice a lot. I think practice gets you very far, and usually if you keep practicing, you'll be doing the things you like. And if you get good at the things you like to do, wow, this is working pretty well. I just have to repaint some of these. If you are doing the things that you like, then you'll build up a lot of skill. You should also obviously try to branch out, but I know sometimes that's easier said than done. But I would also, wow, these are coming out really easily all of a sudden, what the heck. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm punching the holes through these because they're just not wanting to have anything inserted in them. Yeah, see, sometimes art doesn't go the way you want to, but now I know for next time what I should do, and next time it'll be better. So this one's just like trash. I don't know what I'll do with that one. Maybe I'll figure something out. So I can go and finish those 4, but I had one casualty. I had another casualty earlier. These are the ones that are finished. So now that I'm done going through all of these, they're so cute. I really like these. I need to let them finish curing, so they're still a little sticky. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. So I'm just gonna go through and make sure I answered all the questions I wanted to answer. I didn't miss any, so if you guys wanna hang out for the last part. But this is what the finished product looks like. They're pretty much done. Like I said, they will be listed on my Etsy shop somewhat soon. Hopefully, I will see when I get to that when I do, but yeah. This video is a mess. I just wanted to come and say hi to you guys. My relationship with the Asian culture. I grew up in an area with not a lot of people like me. There were Asian people, but there weren't a lot of Chinese people, especially when I was really young. So I feel like I got kind of removed from that aspect. I think the older I've gotten, the more I've come to appreciate it. I definitely don't know as much about the culture as I want to, but I also am learning more because I want to know more. So there's that. It's a complicated relationship for sure, but I'm working on it, I guess. Insecurity. Wow. I feel like that needs to be a whole video on its own as of like what my insecurities are about myself. But I think the main one is just not being good enough. I think that's an insecurity a lot of people have, is that they're not good enough. I worry that I'm not in like many aspects, in like work and in life and in many other ways. I've been told that I'm not before. I've had people treat me like I'm not before. I've had a lot of things happen before that were not because I wasn't good enough, because I know that's like an irrational fear and I work really hard and I am, but there are things that have happened that if I were to blame myself, it would be because I'm not good enough, and I try not to do that, but you know, it's just something that I worry about, and it's really hard to break out of the habit when that's what it feels like. This got really serious, but yeah, I've had a lot of things happen in both professional and personal life that have suggested that I'm not good enough, and that's why I'm hurt or sad or didn't get this or didn't get that. But that is probably the main one. It definitely is a whole video on its own. I sometimes talk deeply on this channel, but I don't think I get too deep about it. But you know, like, it's all perspective. So when I'm not thinking that about myself, and I actually haven't thought that about myself in quite a bit now that I think about it, growth. You know, even if you're not, that's okay, because life is about growth and improvement. So if you're not good enough now, you will be. I reassure myself, and you know, it's all good. So I don't want to like stress you guys out. But someone asked, so I answered. But yeah, that's what I would say about that. Wow, what do you think was your biggest moment of failure and how did you overcome it? You guys are asking some deep questions. My biggest moment of failure? I don't know what I would say about that. I don't know. I don't think I've failed that much in my life, to be honest. I think I try to think relatively optimistically about the things that happen to me, so I've never been like, this was a failure. Just sometimes things don't work out. Like, you know, like some of these Apple guys just didn't work out, but I wouldn't say it's like a failure. I'd say it's like a trial and error. So I think if you treat your life as a trial and error, you don't really have like failures. You just have steps to getting really good at something. So I don't know if I failed before. I've definitely entered like a bunch of competitions and not won, and like things like that. And I didn't get accepted to every college that I applied to, but even then, like, it was okay. Okay, so I've read through all the questions like multiple times, and I think those are the ones that I'm going to answer for today's Q&A. If I didn't answer your question, it's probably just because I've already answered it before. So watch all my Q&As to find answer to your question. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of them, but I will try to next time. And yeah, this is pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video and for hanging out with me. I love these Apple keychains, or at least the ones that turned out. Obviously not all of them worked, but you know, that's okay. See, they're all shy. They all turn away, but they all look like this. They're very, very cute. I love them. They're not all finished, so I have to go through and finish some of them, but I'm quite happy with how they turned out. So yeah, but yeah, this is how they all ended up turning out. I don't know why I'm holding them like this on my finger. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, hang out with me. Sorry if this got a little deep towards the end, but you know, someone asked me some deep questions, so we got some deep answers. If you guys like these deep Q&As, let me know. I will make one and I will answer all your questions about my deepest, darkest fears, and I will be really real with you guys. But if you want to keep this light and fluffy, then you know, I won't do that. I also forgot I had a drink here the entire time and I never finished it. Did you know Starbucks is still making peppermint mochas? Because this is the only drink that I like from Starbucks, and I only get it for like 2 months a year. So that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, hang out with me while I got to finish these little guys. They're, oh my god, turn. Oh my god, turn. They're so cute looking and I love them. So thank you guys so much. Keep an eye out on my Etsy shop. I will link it down below, but chances are things might be sold out. But if they're not, go check it out. So yeah. And so yeah, like I said, there's a current pre-sale going on right now. So if you want a keychain, make sure you can go and get one right now before they sell out, because I'm afraid they'll sell out really quickly again, because last time we sold out in under 4 hours. So thank you guys so much for your support, and yeah, stay hydrated, take a nap. I will see you when I see you. Check out my Etsy shop in the description, and yeah, bye. Mwah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Stay hydrated, take a nap, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.